There's loads and loads of theories on white oak. It's lighter, some people say it's heavier, some people say it's stronger, some people say that chi flows better through white oak. In this video, I'm going to be talking all about the White Oak Bokken we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to be talking a lot about its features, who would train with this, why you might want white over red, and at the end I'll put together a short montage of people training with White Oak Bokken. Hi, my name's Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 33 years and the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 16 years. If you're liking this video, click the little icon, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos and updates from Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn all about the White Oak Bokken we have for sale at Enso. So as the name suggests, these Bokken are made from white oak. So very, very popular wood for the Aikido practitioners, but also across the board, people that use Bokken, white oak is a very, very popular option. What is white oak? What's the big deal? Well, it's simply just a whiter coloured oak than say the red oak that we sell. So red oak and white oak are the most popular sort of Japanese martial art weapons, and you do get some Chinese made from them as well, but yeah, in the majority it's Japanese weapons made from red or white oak. Now white oak is slightly more expensive, and I think this is just because it's slightly harder to get hold of, so it is slightly more expensive. Now there's loads and loads of theories on white oak, and you know, people say it's lighter, some people say it's heavier, some people say it's stronger, some people say that chi flows better through white oak. To be honest, I haven't found any of those things to be necessarily true. It is a prettier wood, so it's a much prettier grain. You do tend to get much better looking white oak products than you do red oak. So that's why people tend to go for the white oak. It looks nicer, and you know, people think it's worth paying a few quid just to get a nicer looking weapon. Now, if you know any more about white oak as a product or in terms of using it, you're very welcome to comment below. But like I said, I haven't found any of the kind of myths on white oak to be particularly true, but it'd be really interesting to get your opinions on the white oak if you have them. Now the Bokken we sell at Enso are of the standard length, and I'll give you all the dimensions of weights in a bit, but they are like a standard handle length and blade length. This is actually kind of the standard for all the people that use them apart from kids, and we do sell kids Bokkens in red oak, not in white oak. So who uses them? What styles will you use these white oak Bokkens? Well, it's any style that has kind of a history in Japanese sword, and for probably ever since swords have existed, wooden training equivalents have existed. Training with very expensive, very sharp swords is always a bad idea, so having a training equivalent is very, very sensible. So Bokken have probably always existed as long as samurai swords have existed. So it is the samurai sword wooden version. Now some styles like Aikido have gone completely away from using swords at all, and all of their training is focused with Bokken, so they tend to use just Bokken and just Jo staff. Very, very rarely see any Aikido practitioner holding a katana or training with a katana at all. Purely move to Bokken. Now some of the other styles, say like the Ninjutsu guys that move on to sword, or like the Kendo guys if they are doing sword as well, bolted on, and like the Kenjitsu guys, they will go from Bokken to sword. So they will train with these to start off with, and if they're doing partner work and sparring and whatnot, and then they will do cutting practice and whatnot with Japanese like katanas. Also, I used to do the style of Jiu-Jitsu, and they used to use Bokken as well, mainly just for attack, so that you just practice defenses against someone with a sword, and it just gives you another little sort of angle and different ideas, different things to think about while training. We didn't do very much sword work at all. Also, you can buy the plastic sayers for these as well, so for those guys that want to practice their drawing, you can do that too with the wooden Bokkens. Just get yourself relatively cheap plastic sayer, and you can practice all your drawing and cutting practice like Aikido and things like that with one of these. A very, very cheap way to practice something to avoid or put off buying a proper katana. So are all white bokken the same? Well, no, not really. They do tend to vary. The supply does vary a little bit. So we do our absolute best to keep up with the best that's on the market at the time, and we do try and hand pick stuff for people. So if you've got a specific preference about what bokken you get, and I guess they are natural materials, so you do get variance in the wood, like even in the same batch, like different bokken will feel different. Sometimes they'll be heavy in the handle, sometimes heavy in the tip, sometimes they're just very, very lightweight, sometimes they're a bit heavier, sometimes the actual bokken can be slightly chunkier in the feel. It does vary, like I said, even within batches, but sometimes there's a year where the bokken just aren't quite what they were the year before. You know, it just goes with being a natural product. So if you have a specific preference, you want a really, really lightweight one, you want a heavy one, you want a one that's sort of heavy in the handle, or one that just has a really, really nice feel to it, drop us an email. When you buy it online, you can put some notes in and requests, and we'll do our absolute best to pick you one out. If you're not sure what you should be looking for, ideally you can come in the shop. It makes a lot of sense when you start picking up bokken. One will always feel better to you than the others. If you trust us to pick one out for you, and I have been picking them out for people for the last 16 years, then just drop us a note. I'll do my absolute best and the other people in the shop to get you exactly the bokken that you want. So as promised earlier, I'll just give you a few dimensions of here. Now I'll put way more dimensions of this on the website in the description, so just go and have a look at those if you get a bit of time. So this is the standard length for bokken, around 40 inches, 101 centimeters. Just looking at the handle length, comes in around 10 inches, 25 centimeters. Now I didn't actually mention before, but you do get a tsuba with these. Now all the Aikido guys don't tend to use their tsuba or the guard, but like the Jitsu and Ninjutsu guys do tend to use them. So you will be given one with every bokken that you buy from us. And having a look at the weight, this weighs in at 560 grams. Like I said earlier, this will vary just because bokken are a natural product made out of wood. The weight will vary a little bit, but this one I'm holding is 560 grams, so it gives you a ballpark figure of the weight you can expect. So at Enso Martial Arts, we do have a wide range of bokken for sale. So as well as the White Oak Bokken, we also have the heavyweight Saburi bokken, and mentioned earlier, the plastic seiya to practice your drawing. For all the people that train on mats, we do Zori sandals. And for all the judo and jiu-jitsu practitioners, we do the lightweight judo gis. So as promised at the beginning of the video, here's a short montage of people training with White Oak Bokken. Thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learned loads about the White Oak Bokken we have for sale at Enso. If you like this video, click the little icon, subscribe to this channel, and get all the latest videos and updates from Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!